Hey friends, I'm on a minute early, so just making sure we got everything put together. How's everybody doing? We're kind of having a gloomy day. It's a little chilly for summertime, but it is what it is in Northeast Ohio, right? hmm So it's 4 o'clock. Let's see how we are here. If we're Here we are. Okay, so if you pop on, say hello. You can always put comments. I'd appreciate it. And let's see, turn the volume down, right? Okay, so if you saw, we're going to do some sunflowers today, or just some flowers, whatever. They could be as whimsical as you want them. Okay, I just want us to use our hands and smush some paint. Okay, I just thought we've been using our paintbrushes a lot, so let's explore with our fingers. All right, so I have a flower. I did this just to play around, and you can see it's nothing fancy. I am not an accomplished artist. I just like to have fun to create and empower you guys to do the same thing. Just have fun. That's all we're doing. And then we can find fun things, kind of whimsical, kind of mixed media, whatever. So let's just have some fun. Okay. So it's summertime, and remember we've been doing some flowers, and my garden keeps growing see, I don't have a green thumb. And so I make the flowers out of the bottles and the wood, so that way I don't have to water or weed or worry about them. So, unless they get blown over. That sometimes happens. All right, so let's turn the camera down. I think we got somebody watching. Hopefully they say hello. So hello to everybody. If not, you always can watch it on the replay. So let's turn the camera down. There's my flower over there. I'm going to switch places and have that one here. Okay, I'm going to move over a little so we get a little closer. All right, I am choosing to use paper plates today. Now, we're always talking about adapting and modifying and making it easier for people. Sometimes the folks I work with, they like to get paint everywhere. And it's hard for them to stay focused in on a space. So by giving them a plate, the paint needs to stay on this. That's just what we tell them. Okay? So this was my kind of model. And then I was thinking, well, what if we drew a circle? Now, I used what's called a friction pen. So you could draw and then watch. Magically, this disappears. So, see how it went away? See that spot down here? So, if you draw this, you don't have to worry about it being exact, because we're going to put paint on here. So I'm going to put my line there again. And then I kind of drew some petals where I thought I'd try to make my paint stick. And we can play around with that. And that's how we're going to make our flower. So we're going to start this way. And then we'll kind of talk about other stuff. So if you have a question, please comment. Let me know what you think. Or just if you have any questions. I don't know, I'm just saying the same words over and over again, aren't I? Happens. My brain is going more faster than my mouth, or my mouth is going faster than my brain. Does that ever happen to any of you guys? Okay. So I thought I'd use my little paint palette. I can get these at the dollar store, and I'm going to put different colored yellow paint and a little bit of black. Okay, so I just have acrylic paint. Now this one happens to be outdoor indoor gloss, but it doesn't matter. It's just what I had in my paint stash. I have lots of paint. And it's good. This one's almost to the bottom of the barrel. That's good. That means we're going to use it up. It's a little thicker. It's called multi-surface daffodil yellow. And I even have some green that if we want to put some leaves. Okay, I'm not going to put the black on just yet, but I think that'll be our center. Okay. Okay, so you could put gloves on if you wanted. Of course, I have lots of wipes close by. So let's get going. I'm going to use a little gold. So I put a little on my finger, and I'm just going to start here and kind of smush it around. Okay. Now maybe I should draw more just so I can keep track. So I got more petals here. You can do this or you don't have to. This would be just like if somebody said, I don't know what I should do. I'm not going to get the right size. Doesn't matter. Uh-oh. There we go. It went off for a minute. Everybody okay? Everybody back with me? I hope so. All right. Let's see. Hey, Marlene. Hello, hello. Okay, Marlene. My friend Marlene is a wonderful, wonderful artist. Marlene, this is very basic, but we're playing with paint. We're playing with paint today. So we're just having fun. So, okay, so I started our flower. Let's keep going around. So I'm just using my finger. Just smushing the paint around. And I just thought I'd put the gold in the back. So, you know, and if you didn't like to get your fingers all messy, you could put a glove on. And then some of my friends that I play around with and have fun, artistic fun with, they might take their whole hand. You could probably do a handprint around the whole thing. Or you could even put a glove on and then cut the one finger out so they only have one finger that they're working with. Does that make sense? But you can play around. All right, so let's put some other yellow. I'm going to get this brighter yellow and smush some on. And you could make these bigger. You could get whatever paper you wanted. That's okay, because you're the artist. You're going to create it. I just thought we would try something different than a paintbrush today. But you know what? If you really don't, if this makes you nervous, or you're like, yeah, it's down like that, it's like a sensory thing. It's okay. Use a paintbrush. Use a Q-tip. Use the end of a pencil and dot. That would be okay. Okay, I'm gonna see how we had this. Let's put some more of the gold in there. Yep. Okay, let's put some of this yellow. This one was called daffodil yellow. And if you see, and we'll just keep layering the paint. We can add the other colors back on. Yeah. Should we get some more gold? That looked kind of fun. I like that. So that's just my choice. You could say, no, Pam, I don't want that. And remember, for my folks that maybe their speech might not be up to par, or it's difficult for them to communicate, you could give them a yes or no picture, or your one hand is yes, the other hand is no, and which one? See, look at, I have paint on. See my finger? And you can make these as complicated as you want or not. Okay, so I'm going to dry this a little bit. And all my lines are going to go away. Watch. I'll show you in a minute. Even through the paint, they disappear. Alright, can you guys see it? There's our flower. It looks like a flower, doesn't it? Yep. Alright, it's pretty dry there. Okay, do we need to put something in the center as our center? And I thought of black. There we go. There we go. Okay, and I'm just gonna dip my finger again in the black and go around and around and around. What kind of flower does this make you think of? All right. Now we can add some more. You know, should we put some leaves? I have some greens. We're still going to use our fingers because we don't have to be exact. Okay, so let me come down here a little bit more. There. Okay, I'm going to put just drawing it with my finger. Should we put one over here? Why not? And we're going to outline these a little bit. That could be a little... Okay, we can make these look more like leaves in a bit. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to add, I'm just playing. And I'm just going to put a little yellow in there and smush it around a little bit just to get a little different color in there. All right. Whoops, sorry. Okay. Let's dry this off. Okay, now I'm gonna take some of my markers or my pens. Let's finish this one up, and then maybe we'll try something with another one. Okay, so I have, these are Faber-Castell Pitt pens, and so we can outline these a bit. And I could outline the leaves. And if you wanted, you could even make the veins in the leaves. See? It's your choice. And if you had a blob that you thought, that doesn't look like a leaf, it'll help maybe get the shape. Okay, and this one we have 2. And if it doesn't go all the way around, that's okay. All right, should we outline the petals? Okay, so we're gonna and you know, if you trace it and you're like, oh, I messed up, you don't mess up. But you could trace it over again. We call this kind of like a messy trace, a double trace. You can come up with a name for it. And see, just like there. And I could just kind of sketch it out. That's all right. Doesn't this look cool? I think this looks great. Do you think we should cut it out? And I'm going to outline this a bit too. And I'm going to put some dots in the center, like seeds. Right. Whoop, yeah, I got that one. I thought maybe I'd missed that one. All right, let's set this off to the side. And here's another way we could do it. We could just take and smush paint all over this. So we have lots of paint left over. So let me take my finger and I'm going to be, so if some of my friends who have limited hand skills, they could smush, or they're just playing because it's just fun to smush. And if you're like, no sense in getting frustrated, and if you're a family member and you have a family member who you just want to enjoy painting, creating together, you could just let them explore with the paint. They might love touching the paint. Let them just smush that paint all over the place. Let's just use up this paint that we have on here. And see, they could do these. Like, I have this over here that was just my paint, and that we could even cut these to make the leaves. Okay, so let's just keep using up this paint. I have lots of paint over here, plus the layers of the paint make the plate, or palette, not a fancy palette, a paper plate. Make it stiffer and stronger too, the more layers of paint we have on here. And then after we cut our flower out, we'll have pieces left over and we could use it for something else. Don't know what, but you'll have pieces. Like I have a whole stack of these plates from what I've used, and not sure what we're going to use them for, but you never know. So I'm just going to use up this paint and smush it around. Okay, look at, I have this on my table, and this is what I do. I just like wiping my hands off on it. Yep, it works pretty good. And I have a apron on too. I'm a messy painter. Okay, let's see. Should we just say that's the spot in the middle for the middle of the flower? That's a big middle, but that's okay. Use some of that, maybe a little bit of green in there. All right, let's dry this. Okay, it's nice and dry. Now, I have this dryer, but you could use a hair dryer. That'd be okay. Or you could just wait. You could just paint it and then wait. And you could outline this if you wanted. You could make fun shapes on it. I just kind of drew a little fun circle in there. Okay. You know what? Let's cut this out. Whoop. And there's my scissors. And then we'll cut the other one out too. Now you could do fun. I'm just gonna fun shapes. Because your flower could be whatever shape you would like. Meaning you could just keep it like that. But I think I want some petals. So I'm just going like this. And we can because you know, as flowers bloom, though, the petals kind of open up and some close. Yeah. What are you thinking, my friends? There is no right or wrong at all. You make them however you would like. All right, I think this is going to be our last petal here. And some are bigger than the others. And that's okay. We can round them out. All right. I think I'm going to cut this one just a little bit. Now, I might have some, and I don't have it close by, some chalking that I might do around the edges. And you know I always take pictures and then I show you the final product. So, should we cut out this one? Okay, so this one already had the petals, so we're just cutting out around it. Here, I'm going to cut this out so it might be easier to get to the petals. Okay, so let's set that one aside. Everybody see okay? Yeah. We can even go back over it later to maybe add some more dimension, like some more of the leaves. Or we can just leave them like they are. And we can even put these on little sticks. Like I have a big one, but like a dowel rod. So this is what we use for the big ones. But we could put this at the top. Okay? Be fun. But I think the small dowel rods would work really good to stick them in our garden. We had done some with the pop bottles. The 2-liter ones and the smaller ones. And I have those upstairs in a vase. Because like I told you, I don't have a green thumb. My mom, she was so good. You know who else was really good? My grandmother could bring plants back to life. People always gave them to her to nurse their plants back to life. Yep. I think this turned out pretty good. And these would be some of the places I go to. We have created bulletin boards just for current projects, and or they put them on their doors to their rooms. And then it's festive, seasonal, festive, and fun. You know, we talk about the modifying and adapting. You know, this, like the other one, you could do it as a partner. Somebody could paint it all on, somebody else could draw, and somebody else could cut it out. Like if you're a family member and you have a loved one that lives with you that needs guidance and help, so find the part that they like and that they can participate in. All right, so there's that one. What do you guys think? You know, we could even cut some leaves out of this. Let me cut a few leaves. These are probably too big, but we'll see. Let's come back over here to this one. Well, let's just glue them on. Let's see what happens. We can always trim them down. Let's see. I'm going to put a little glue here. Let's do one here and one here since we have two. And you can even put something on the back, like we have our yellow piece. I'm going to cut a circle, or somewhat of a circle. And then if you had your leaves on, we could put this on top of that. Cut that out, put some glue to hold those leaves into place. If you're worried about them coming apart. And then you could put your stick right there. I'm going to come up here. What do you think, friends? I think they turned out great. So simple. So simple. There's that one. And this one had the leaves already in. Yeah. So I will see what we're going to do with these. They might just be queued up. Actually, if I had a card that was this size, or just even a, I don't have it now, but like a small canvas, that might be kind of cool to start. You could cover the canvas with some fun paper, and it could be a mixed media piece. You know, it'd be really cute in the middle, a button. I have some. So these are just start. So I help you get started, and then you get to finish them up. Okay? However you want. Right, I'm going to put the top back on the glue. How many are notorious for leaving the tops off? So, all right. So, do you guys like having it later? Usually we do these at 11 o'clock on Monday mornings. But we tried out different times, so I'd love for you to let me know which time works better for you. Morning, or I'd like to say morning or later afternoon. I'm not sure if evenings work for a lot of my friends. That I'm hoping are watching. So, all right. So here they are. I'll take pictures. Take more pictures. And I'll let you know what I decide. Let me know in the comments what you think I should do. Whether we should put these on a card, on a canvas. I don't know, let's think. Think, think, think. All right, my friends, you have a great rest of your day. And come join me next week. I'll let you know what time. Remember, let me know. Morning, afternoon. Would love to know. All right, see you later. Bye.